She laughed when she said it, that soft, disarming kind of laugh that used to melt tension before it made me suspicious. "Let's stay friends through this separation," she said, like she was doing me a favor. I said, "Absolutely," because I wanted to see what she'd do with that word. Weeks later, she stopped laughing. The first sign came at midnight, her number lighting my phone like a dying heartbeat. "The heater's broken again," she said. I told her evenly, "Call a technician." Silence. The kind that hums between two people who once knew each other's breathing patterns. Then came the next call. "The bills are stacking up." "Friends don't share utilities," I said. And the third, slurred from wine and nostalgia. "Do you ever miss us?" "No," I lied. I had already started seeing her best friend. And that wasn't revenge. Not yet. That was reconnaissance. I wanted to understand how she talked about me when she wasn't performing. I wanted to hear the tone her name took when guilt dressed it in secrecy. Her best friend didn't resist long. Loneliness has a predictable rhythm. It starts with curiosity, ends in confession. I listened, and what I heard wasn't just betrayal, it was amusement. My ex-wife thought I'd crumble. She mistook silence for surrender. It started small. Her best friend, Emily, spoke too much after wine. She said, "You were too calm," she murmured once, "like you didn't feel anything." I smiled. She always hated composure. Turns out my wife had already moved in with someone new, a financial consultant, supposedly helping her heal. I didn't react. People like him always thought money could rewrite loyalty. But I watched her online patterns, photos cropped carefully, captions that stank of forced gratitude. And then a slip, a reflection in the mirror behind her wine glass. His hand, his ring, married. Her savior wasn't single. I didn't tell Emily. I didn't need to. Guilt always finds its own audience. Instead, I started withdrawing. No calls, no messages, no favors. She texted one morning, "You've changed." I replied, "Finally." I could feel her confusion through the screen. She wanted me predictable, angry, pleading, reactive. But all she got was silence. And silence, in the right hands, is a weapon. I began collecting data the way I used to collect intelligence, quietly. Digital footprints, mutual accounts she forgot to unlink, her cloud backups still syncing to my old device. She'd told the court I was emotionally distant. The irony was poetic. I knew her better now than I ever did when we were married. Screenshots, voice notes, hidden messages from the consultant's wife, warnings, threats, ultimatums. Her life was unraveling thread by thread, and all I had to do was watch. When she called again, crying, I didn't answer. The next day, Emily sent a message. "She's been asking about you. Says she made a mistake." I stared at the words for a long time. Mistake. The last word people use before regret turns into survival instinct. I met Emily for dinner. She looked nervous. "She knows," she whispered. "About us?" She nodded. I smiled faintly. Then the friendship's working. 3 nights later, my ex-wife showed up at my door, rain-soaked, desperate, that same performative laugh trembling at the edges. "I thought we were friends," she said. I stepped aside. Let her inside the house she used to own. "Friends don't lie," I told her, handing her a folder. Inside, screenshots, photos, her messages to the consultant's wife, bank transfers, every mask she'd worn, documented. She flipped through them in silence. Her fingers trembled. "Why?" she whispered. "Because you wanted honesty," I said. She broke then, sank to the floor, muttering apologies she didn't understand. I watched her, detached. It was like watching a scene I'd already memorized. When she asked if I'd forgive her, I said, "Absolutely." The same word. This time, it meant nothing. The next morning, her best friend posted a photo. Her, me, sunlight, laughter. Caption, "Moving forward." My ex saw it within minutes. Then the consultant's wife saw it too, and shared it with her husband's firm. By noon, both of them were publicly disgraced. Private messages leaked. Clients pulled out. And all I did was sit in my quiet kitchen, stirring black coffee. When she called, sobbing, screaming, broken, I didn't answer. Revenge doesn't always need words. Sometimes it's just the absence of care. Now she pays her own bills, fixes her own heater, sleeps in silence. Emily moved out of state, said I was too calm for her. She wasn't wrong. Once you've been burned enough times, warmth stops meaning what it used to. Sometimes my phone still lights up with her name. I don't block it, I just let it ring out. It's not cruelty, it's discipline. Friendship was her idea. I just perfected it. She wanted peace after betrayal. I gave her the kind that comes when there's nothing left to lose.